Everyone, happy Sunday and welcome to winter. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
goodness, the temperature dropped today, and hope everybody's having a good Sunday. What a crummy weekend, though.
Yeah, for the first time this year, my hands were numb.
Were they?
Yeah, I went out shopping, had the grocery bags, came back to the car, not feeling too good.
You're like, I'm not ready for this yet.
No,
It's
I gotta
cold.
get my gloves.
So we want you to comment on here. Got Zach Gilday, Dan Scoff here, in case you're joining this Facebook Live for the first time. We are with Fayetteville, Arkansas, right here in Northwest Arkansas. And, man, KNWA, it is. There was some sleep pellets on my way in for my dinner break. So Zach just got done doing the Fox show. I'll be on after Sunday Night Football, which there's not much of a game right now. I think this is a little bit of a blowout for the Bears. Bears are getting blown out. And
I like that. I got Herbert on my fantasy
yeah.
football team.
Oh, yeah. He just looked at his fantasy football, and
Doing
you're
pretty
crushing
good.
it. Yeah. All right. Disconnect your hoses, Sarah. All right. Let's bring this up because that's what I just got done doing tonight.
Yeah.
In fact, I got, and I'm going to post this. I have stopped the last scoop of ice for my nugget ice maker.
Ooh, hey,
Now,
I
you
mean,
don't understand
might-
this.
You might want to have it out for next weekend, though, right?
No, it's too hard to disconnect,
hard
connect,
to
and all that
disconnect,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. So once it's disconnected, it's over. Now, if you're hearing Nugget Ice Maker, you might be thinking the little tabletop one that's on the counter. Now, this is the one of those that you have built into kind of like an outdoor kitchen area. And so I should have splurged and got the better outdoor version, but it was a lot more, and I'm regretting that I didn't, but it's not outdoor rated. All right, so disconnect your garden hoses. Irrigate your irrigation systems, winterize those. So you got to turn off your water. It's not going to get super cold tonight because the cloud cover is going to linger for a little bit. But man, Wednesday morning, I think we could have some record lows.
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah, especially for Fort Smith. Fayetteville is going to be close. The record low for Fayetteville is 20 degrees, set back in what, 93?
Yep, 93.
93.
Yeah, cold year, apparently.
That was. It was a cold at least that time.
Yeah, that day.
Yeah. So very, very important. Have I missed your winter predictions for this year? Yes, you have. So if you've missed it, you can watch a previous Facebook Live. Should be on the timeline unless Facebook makes it disappear and you can't find it, which is a very good possibility. It was posted a few days ago. It was posted on Thursday night. So what we did, just to let you know, is it's an El Nino winter. El Ninos are typically cooler and wetter than normal. And it varies kind of on snow. Sometimes the snow is heavier. Sometimes it's not as heavy. On average, it's about average, which is 6.5 inches per year. That's the 30-year average, also the 60-year average. So I think we have maybe right around average snowfall, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Peyton's going above average, slightly above
that. Yeah, I buy that. I mean, we did cut the precipitations open.
Yeah, there were a lot of spoons.
There were a lot of spoons.
But there were some knives, too.
There were a couple knives.
Yeah. So spoons means?
You're shoveling that snow with that spoon.
Shoveling. Boy, I was shoveling on January 24th. That was a heavy snow. I remember I was out there, and, man, that was about as heavy as of snow as you can get.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And you could pick it up, and it was just instant snowballs because it was so wet.
Best kind of snow.
So with that being said, Jason, ice potential this winter? Yes, I do believe so, especially since we've got this transition period. It all depends on the subtropical jet and the cold air. Does the cold air really come through? Really, honestly, a lot of it depends on what we've got with the Arctic oscillation.
Oh, yeah.
So if the Arctic oscillation is negative, that allows cold air to come down. If it's positive, then it's not as cold because all that cold air is bottled up in the poles, especially the North Pole. And elevation, a big factor as well. As always, Roby, you know that. Like you could have a foot of snow in Newton and Boone County. And what do we get here?
Not much.
Cold rain. So, all right. Everybody's saying good evening. Let's see here. Went to Kansas City, really cold. Oddly, we saw more than we did when it was 90 and humid. Of course, we had a bottle of rain to drive back to. Yeah, of course. So here's the deal. We got some wintry precipitation that's occurring out there. Let's see if we can see it on Bella Vista's camera. So Precipitation, yeah, that is live. Every now and then you'll see a little bit of a snowflake. So we've had reports of we've had reports of a little bit of snowflakes mixing in with rain. It's mostly snow. You can actually see it starting to dry out, isn't it?
Yeah, looking at the radar,
It's drying out pretty quick.
up there in Bella Vista is starting to dry out.
Yeah, so there is a look at how heat and cooling mega Doppler. And on the back edge, where you get a little heavier precipitation, you get some dynamic cooling, and that leads to just a little bit of that snow. I wonder if we can go to maybe a Springdale camera. Let's try Arvis Ballpark. So here's Arkansas Children's. He's moving the camera. Yeah, zoom in on that light light pole right there. Yeah, one down there. Yeah, and you can do a box zoom too.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah, let's see. Looks like it could just be a cold. All right, so we got to let it focus. What do you got there? Yeah, that looks like just a rain to me. Maybe a few snowflakes mixed in.
Maybe a little bit.
Here,
it's hard to tell.
Let's go. Whoops. One. Zoom out a little bit. Let's do this.
Might be a better one back there to the right.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's better.
So it looks like snow coming off this, but it's actually not.
Probably some water on that camera.
The water on the camera dome too, and then you can see it collecting on top. So it's not really necessarily snow. So, but I can confirm that we heard some sleet pellets that were on the way. And so let me know if you're seeing anything, if you're hearing some little sleet pellets coming in. And so here's the satellite and radar that happened. And there you can see just a little bit of, according to this precipitation type, which, isn't perfect. In case someone's watching out there, it's not perfect, but it gives you an idea of where there could be a little bit of a mixed precipitation. And, we had this little wintry mix icon. We knew it wouldn't be a big deal. We knew it wouldn't cause any issues. Obviously, temperatures are above freezing, but man, it doesn't feel a whole lot above freezing.
No, it feels raw with that wind, especially with the humidity right at 100%. It just like the compounding feel.
No,
I would rather have a dry.
Now wait a minute. You just said raw.
I did.
Well, didn't you say raw was more like dry?
No,
you didn't.
That was not me.
Who was that?
Peyton.
Oh, was that Peyton?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying this is a raw day.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can sum up a raw day, this to me is a raw day. What do you guys think? Think this is a raw day?
Hey, I'm pretty sure I read in the National Weather Service this discussion that they said raw.
They did. Raw is the best way to describe it. That just means cold, windy, wet.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're seeing now. So cool looking clouds over Harrison. How about this? Brian says Arctic Oscillation was his nickname in college.
Man, must have been a cold dude.
Cold dude, and maybe going back and forth on the ladies. I don't know. Sometimes negative, sometimes positive. I don't know. Remember, sleet is not the same as hail. Aha. Yeah. And Jacob, what is the difference between sleet and hail? Do you know?
Yeah. Hail is formed in updrafts and downdrafts in the thunderstorms. Sleet is a ice crystal dendrite that is melted and then frozen again.
That's right. So so basically hail rises and falls multiple times. Yeah, sleet only falls once. And super cooled water collects on hail. Yeah. To make it bigger.
And that's a great comment because in this type of setup, we have some hail and some sleet.
We have hail? We do have hail?
Well, there was some reports.
There were some thunderstorms, yeah.
Or the potential for a little bit of hail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good, how about that? Hail has downdrafts and can grow until it's too big. Well, hail has updrafts, you mean, because sleet falls on once. But yeah, you're right. And I wonder if you got that from me or if you learned that from someone else. And you're welcome so much. So anyways, what's going to happen in the future? Well, we're getting cold. And I disconnected the Nugget ice maker. And it's a very sad day for me because one of my favorite things is to chomp on ice. As much as that might annoy people, I'm an ice chomper.
I think it's good for your teeth.
Well, it's actually not.
Really?
Yeah, it's about as worse as it could be for your teeth.
Oh,
that's what my dentist says. However, Nugget ice is softer. So since it's softer, it has air bubbles in it. It's easier to crunch.
Okay.
So if it's like Sonic ice, that's essentially what Nugget ice is.
Because I
Sonic
thought you like give a
ice.
dog an ice cube so they can clean your teeth.
Yeah, no.
It's probably different for dogs.
Maybe different, yeah.
Perhaps
Maybe get the
stronger
maybe get the tartar off
I
of
don't
there. I don't know. Also, it has to be a partially melted snowflake to be sleet. If the snowflake melts entirely, it will be freezing rain if surface temperatures are below freezing. And on top of that, you have grapple. And grapple, does anybody know what grapple is? Grapple is a partially melted snowflake.
Mhm.
That's all it is. Baja Blast, I'll still go for the Baja Blast. In fact, that's
Never-
why we're getting all this rain. We got the Baja Blast. So
That's a good point.
here's a look at the freeze warning that's in effect. It's not included in the River Valley. The flood watch is gone for LaFleur County. I'm going to tilt up here and show you that freeze warning goes until 9 a.m. Starts at midnight, but it doesn't really start from midnight for us. We'll look at the temperatures and see where we're at here in just a second. That is all a freeze watch, and that is for Tuesday night. Woo! Tuesday night's going to be cold into Wednesday morning, and not only that, but that's Monday night into Tuesday morning. That's that freeze watch.
Yep.
So check this out. You want to see what grapple is? We got a graphic for you. So snowflakes are essentially what's called a dendrite, and a dendrite is a six-sided snowflake. So here we have a six-sided snowflake. It's in the air, and it falls through that layer of supercooled water. So it's collecting that, partially melting, and then the end result is that you have supercooled water adhering to a snowflake, and it becomes a little, what I like to call Dippin' Dot.
I like that.
Yeah. It like literally is precipitating Dippin' Dots. So once again, another view of grapple formation. There's the snowflake falling into that shallow warm layer where it collects supercooled water. It grows into a pellet, which is soft, kind of like a small snowball. And then it falls down because it freezes. It still stays as a little soft pellet. And there they are. Now, does that not look like Dippin' Dots?
Yeah, Dippin' Dot. What is that again exactly?
Dippin' Dots are those ice cream pellets that that totally looks like Dippin' Dots. All right.
Dippin'
Let me
Dots.
know. Yeah, here. Let me show you, dude. So you got to get some Dippin' Dots at the mall. That's all there's to it. You ready? Oh, that's exactly what it looks like, dude. Dippin' Dot. I mean, they're not colored,
That'd be
obviously.
wild.
Here.
Looks like it.
It totally does. You never had Dippin' Dots before, huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
Here you go. How about lemon ice Dippin' Dots?
Looks like that. Yeah. I don't know
Now that might
about
look.
lemon Dippin' Dots.
Those are yellows. You don't want to eat the yellow snow. No, you don't want to eat the yellow snow. All right. We are seeing this. Okay, so that if you're seeing that, then that's grapple. All right, so back to our future track. We spent a lot of time and we haven't even gotten to the forecast yet. So what do we got here, Zach? You just got done doing the forecast. What do we have here?
Oh, we still got some energy coming in, so we're still seeing some rain. But that cold air really moving in behind that band, and on the backside of the heavier precip, some light wintry mixing. And we've been saying this for the past couple of days.
We have. I mean, I hope you've seen it. If this is a surprise to you, we've had it on our 7 days since what, 5 days?
Probably at least Thursday. Right?
We did not. Oh, we had it way before that.
Yeah, Wednesday.
I want to say Wednesday. I put it in for Tuesday. I'm almost positive. In fact, go check out the. We'll look at the forecast sheets. Let's bring out the results. I so drink slushies, Kim. Like frozen Cokes and everything. All that stuff is my favorite. I think I'm gonna have to cave in, turn the heat on for the first time. You do. You have to turn on the heat. It's pretty chilly. Yep. Oh man. Sounds like perfect time to head to Florida. That sounds awesome. Let me know how Disney World was. We haven't gone in a while. We need to go. We got a lot of Disney points since we have a Disney credit card, and we just haven't used them. No, absolutely no icy roads, Elena. You are fine. You should be good. Everything will be great. Now, some of the bridges, you always have to throw that in there, Elena, that there could be maybe a little bit of some bridges issues, but that's going to be on those big, expansive bridges, and I don't think it's going to cool off enough. So, no winter weather advisory. The precipitation is going to come to an end. It's going to allow to dry. What's the verdict?
Well, we didn't really write it word for word, wintry mix.
Oh, we didn't?
On the forecast sheet. I mean, it was in a 7-day. I mean, definitely when we had it. So
yeah, I love sleeping with the window open in the winter and with the heated blanket. Woo!
That's a bold move.
And Emily, you need to add a Baja Blast to that.
Yeah,
Baja Blast Freezy.
Gonna be up all night.
We got to clarify that. It's got to be a Baja Blast Freezy. So, hope everybody had a good weekend. I mean, what did y'all do? Did you do some trick or treating? There wasn't. It was mostly tricks from the weather, no treats. How many of you went to Wu-Tang? Anybody go to Wu-Tang Clan, the concert at the Momentary? What do you think, Zach? I bet you there's some people
probably,
that went out.
Yeah.
Whoa, power is out in Bella Vista? Well, it's definitely not because of ice. That's a bummer.
Can we check that out?
Yeah, check that out. That's going to be, I'm pretty sure that's going to be Carroll Electric. Carroll or Swepco, one of the two. Oh, listen to this. Birthday, November 7th. No snow, but you know what? It actually warms up pretty decent. So let's go back to the forecast here. And, yeah, you're going to go to probably Swepco power outages. Well, actually, just go to poweroutage.us. And Saturn says hello. Cool. That's awesome. So there's the lows tonight. Upper 20s. So that is some cold weather. Fort Smith won't be below freezing, which is why there's no freeze warning. Now watch what happens the following day. By the way, tomorrow will be a day where it is warmer than it looks, or it's colder than it looks outside. What do you got? One customer out. No, Carroll Electric actually has 1,787. Here, let me check this out. Let's go to, so that's Carroll Electric. So you can click on this.
One customer.
One customer. Sorry. It might be you. I don't know. Yeah, so we've got, let's go with this. Outage website. Oh, yeah, there it is. Man, that's a bummer to have power out there. That's pretty close to Josh's place. So 1775 affected. I don't know why the power's out. I have a couple of ideas. Hey, let's bring that up. What computer is that?
That's Weather 2.
Weather 2? All right, stand by.
Does it tell you on here why?
No. Here you go. Go ahead and zoom in on that. So I'm assuming you have Carroll Electric. Yep. Yes, Carroll Electric, Mike. Oh, it's even more now, isn't it?
1775.
1775 in that little area. It doesn't say why, right? If you hit the
click on it.
Active outages, nothing. It's a substation that went out. I have a theory. Sometimes people slide off the road, hit a power pole, knock it down, and then that causes the power to go out. Yeah. My birthday in 95, we had like 6 inches of snow. You know what's interesting? I remember that, Bo, because the Razorbacks had a game they were playing. I want to say it was Auburn. And, Bo, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but 95, I believe that I remember the band was playing and it was snowing as the Razorbacks were playing. Nice. And it was a game against Auburn. And they ended up, I want to say, winning the game in the snow. So most of the snow fell before the Razorback game, but there still was some snow coming down. My desktop says it's 70 and windy. Where?
Oh, at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, what is that
I
trash?
don't know what that is. Let's see this. Gotta update that.
That's Microsoft Office stuff. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
That shows you we don't need any Microsoft weather to look at what the weather's doing. Yeah.
Update 35 degrees.
Man, I love to party with Saturn, but we're just not in KC. We're in a little bit south of there, about a 3-hour drive. So anyways, let's get back to the forecast here. Yeah, squirrel probably blew a transformer. Squirrel gone. He's okay. Listen to this. I gotta put you on blast here, Zach.
Okay.
Everybody's been putting me on blast today. This guy has never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
No, I mean, I've seen it on
Come
TV.
on.
I've probably seen like 5 minutes of it, like passing by, but I never watched the whole movie.
Oh, it is so funny. But
You
don't
think
watch
this
it
is
with
the year?
kids.
Don't watch it with kids.
You're gonna watch it at my place. All right.
All right,
I've got the DVD.
down.
Yeah, and it is hilarious. Every time I watch it, I crack up. And then you'll have to see our snow village that we're going to put out, which is the Christmas Vacation Snow Village.
Oh, so you go all out.
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
Vacation.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen. Whoa. What? Okay.
Never seen.
I know.
National-
Exactly. Party at Scoffs.
Right there with you.
Hey, just like the Holy Spirit, my man. Yep. No one knows which direction the wind comes. It comes and goes as it pleases, just like him. All right. So, anyways, here's going back to this. We'll go to the low. You ready for this? We're getting cold. Monday afternoon.
Chilly.
Man. Whoa. That's Tuesday morning.
Mid-20s.
Mid-20s is cold enough to burst your irrigation system pipe. So you want to make sure that you blow those out with an air compressor.
Yeah.
Not a good idea if you don't.
In that Fayetteville 24, I was like killing freeze.
Yeah, that's killing
So-
freeze.
You got plants outside.
We do too. We have a.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, man. We have a Bougainvillea. It was beautiful in the summer, but man, it's just not. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it planted in the ground?
No, it's in a pot, but it's
Burn it in the garage?
really heavy.
Oh.
I just don't know if we can keep it.
How heavy is it?
Well, not for you.
I'm gonna say.
150 pounds.
Oh, that's weak.
Weak.
150. Curl that. No.
Yeah, right.
No, probably not.
I have to put that baby on a dolly. Then I can do it. But anyways, so there's Tuesday. Look at this for Halloween for trick or treaters. Oh my god, that is scary cold.
Yeah, not looking good.
I mean, north winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. I've got an inflatable.
hello.
Yeah, I've got an inflatable that I'm using for trunk or treat at my wife's work, and I'm a little concerned that thing might blow away. So I don't know necessarily exactly what to do. What do you think, Zach?
They gotta anchor that down. Should be a bit breezy.
Yeah, we'll be watching it. So, anyways, back to this Tuesday night. Look at that. Holy cow. We're already down to 30 degrees. So, yeah, we just talked about the power outage. Don't know what it is. Doesn't have anything new. I don't see
Well,
anything.
if we can refresh it. Let's refresh it. Oh, got darker, but it's the same numbers.
I think it got darker because you're over it.
Substation name.
Oh, no.
Bella Vista.
That's it. That's the only outages, I think, in the entire state. Well, there's a little bit there. 4 members affected, but boy, there's a big outage there in Bella Vista. Don't like that. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'll do. I'll just have Zach carry that plan in,
All right.
and then we can watch National Lampoon when you get it when you're done curling it in the backyard.
A little bit too early for Christmas movies, though, is it?
I don't even know who you are.
October?
I don't even know who you are, Zach.
Oh, you're the Christmas in July
Yeah,
kind of guy?
my wife is, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
That's
Look,
kind of cool.
even the camera's on you now.
The camera's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Now, all-time favorite Christmas movie,
All right. What is it?
Home Alone.
Home Alone's good. Home Alone's good. Have you ever seen Deck the Halls with
Danny DeVito?
Yeah, Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah,
that's
funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, back to this. Now check this out. Let's see what the European shows for Wednesday morning.
Oh,
and that's not even as cold as it's going to be, honestly. You want to look at the NAM? We should look at the NAM.
NAM is probably going to be even colder.
Yep. NAM's going to be a little on the chilly side. Should we look at the 3 kilometer NAM?
Is that going to reach it?
Oh, yeah.
And the NAM usually handles these cold air masses the best.
Yeah. And it still does have a little bit of a piece of energy coming in. We'll have to verify that.
Yeah, a little bit of. I mean, if you look at the radar, it's looking pretty dry off to the west or northwest of us.
All right, let's see here.
I wonder if the clouds are starting to clear.
I don't think so.
In portions.
There's still. We'll look. We'll check it out. But anyways, here's the. Oh boy. Oh. I don't buy that.
Weeked out.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. But yeah, like I think Tuesday night the winds are going to really start to weaken, and that's perfect. Clear sky, light wind, perfect setup for some cold lows.
I mean, it sure is. There's no doubt about that. So, all right, here's what we've got. I have a huge pot that's about 3 feet wide, and he says, and a foot deep. Succulents have been growing, and they just kind of wheel it back and forth. So, well, here's another thing too, Joshua. I got my work cut out for me because I got to get my garage cleaned out.
Oh,
yeah, you saw every time something is in the house, it goes into the garage, and that's one step closer to the trash.
Isn't it so satisfying though? A nice garage.
It is.
Out?
Oh, 100%.
I remember growing up, my dad used to make me clean the garage out.
Absolutely. Yeah. It is satisfying.
Get the broom, sweep it out,
and then get organized with all the tools and stuff. Yeah, love that. Hey, look at that. Got some precip that's coming into the river valley. That's Fort Smith right there at the public library. Yep. And the reason I'm showing you that is we've got precipitation that's on the way.
Got some heavier signals.
Now, is that, you think that's a little bit of sleet? Probably not. Let's see. Nope. Just some heavy rain. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of stuff going on, but the melting level is all the way down to the ground.
Should look at the sounding.
Well, we should. I want to look and see if there's going to be more energy. Yeah. Let's see. While we're doing that, I'm going to bring up the 7-day here. Oh, well, let's do this 2-day forecast, and let's do the 2-day forecast for Fayetteville. Yeah, there has been reports of sleet, believe it or not, and I even heard it on my way in. Every now and then, little sleet pocket that developed. And so there's a look at the temperatures. And look at that. Tuesday morning, we're falling. I mean, those highs are in the 40s. Do you remember when I was doing the 7-day about a week ago? And I was just like, I wouldn't be surprised if we're only in the 40s. And at that point, we were only calling for 50s and 60s. And I was just like, I think it's going to be a little colder.
Maybe.
Nice organized garages are before they inevitably become a wreck again. Yeah. And, it becomes a wreck from other people. Oh, Alexis says she's done with the cold. But at the same time, Alexis, you don't have to deal with worrying about storms coming towards, her area.
Yeah.
So
not going to be stormy.
Nope. Now, you might get some in Western Grove, a little bit of activity coming in. I'm kind of looking at it.
Some of that might be some frozen up there in the higher.
Oh, yeah. Western Grove definitely can have some of the frozen precip. Yeah. So here's a look, and you can see that little last bit of wave coming through. And so Western Grove right there, and there's a little bit of that coming in. If we go to precip type, it just really doesn't show. But then again, it hasn't shown at all today, the precip type. I think it's a little so borderline that it just doesn't show.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Do we have that on the 7-day falling back? I forgot about that. Let's see here.
Yeah, it must be coming up.
Oh, it is. It's Sunday. We got to put that on the 7-day. Holy smokes.
Oh, boy.
That is. That's
that.
That's the 5th. Or is it the second week in November? I think it's the second week in November. No?
I don't know.
Man, I don't remember. I want to say It's.
Going back to standard. Going back to
I think it is. I think it's that first week in November.
November 5th,
It's the 5th.
2 a.m.
You know what though? I'm okay with it, Katie. And Richard says that's stupid, and I agree. There's some things are stupid, but what's stupid is sunrise at 8:00 in the morning. So tough to get out of bed.
Yeah.
Windows 20. Who has Windows 20?
Wait, what?
You're nine versions ahead of what's actually out there right now. November 5th. Okay. Well, Zach. Yeah. So we got to add that to the 7-day, among other things.
That was my bad. I made the 7 days, so should have had that on there.
Wow.
Nobody's perfect.
Well, April, you'll be able to see me edit this.
This is probably a first.
This is a first.
A 7-day edit on Facebook Live.
That might be.
This is a big moment right here. Let me get me off there.
So you get to see. No, I know. You need it on there.
No, I mean get like my face off there, so you can take a full.
So what do I get rid of? Probably the mild.
I just probably get rid of Sunday. Just get rid of the
mild
abbreviation. Put it up there. Put it up there on the top.
You know what? I'm going to keep the mild.
It's pretty mild.
I got you.
Put mid on there.
Mid. Here's what we'll do.
Instead of mild.
We'll put an icon left.
Meteorologist Peyton Langford would say mid instead of mild.
Mid. Yeah, it's mid. Josh would too.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I say it too.
All right. So we got to go to holidays. We got to go to government holidays. And then we got to go to.
Too bad I can't see like what you're doing.
Nope.
Kind of lame.
All right. There it is. So fall back is what we need. Hey, there it is. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put that on there. Put that up there. Now we got to pop it out a little bit. Make it a little smaller. And we got to put it in between Saturday and Sunday. So like right about there. Does that look good? Yep.
That's pretty good to me.
Can't really see it very well, but that's okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little text on there. Any comments while I'm doing this? Because I can't see them.
Josh Weisel saying live edit will give a new appreciation for all the small details. Yeah. 7 days is kind of a beast to make.
Yeah, it is.
We had to type all this record lows in there.
Just to let you know, daylight saving, but not daylight savings. A lot of people say daylight savings, and it's saving, daylight saving time. I know you knew that, Zach. Right?
Oh, yeah. We went through this last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We sure did. Now I'm going to make a little bit more. There you go. So it pops a little bit more. See how it pops?
But I probably
now here's my question.
Probably would have forgot that, though. Probably would have still said savings.
Yeah.
Saving.
I want to make it a little bit darker because it's not like bright, sunny.
What if you brought the clock there down into the white?
And then move this up.
And then just scrap that text.
Let's see. Let's get an example here. What do you guys think?
I mean, that looks pretty good.
Like that?
No. What if we just scrapped the text and just brought the clock down into the white?
Well, people might not know what that is, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
No?
I think, yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's see. I'm always up for questions here. It's a lot of pressure on me here. It's kind of hard to do this here. So much pressure. I kind of like that. You like that?
I do like that.
And then maybe put the daylight saving. We got to have something on there that says what it is.
About daylight saving?
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll move that up here. And we'll move it over just slightly because it's Sunday morning, 2 a.m.
Yep.
that happens. And what we'll do is we'll move this one over just slightly.
Tell you what, I like going back to standard time better than daylight saving because you going forward.
Yeah.
When 2 goes to 3.
And just for Richard, we'll do the puddle ducky here.
Getting a lot of comments here.
There you go. There you go, Richard. Just for you. There's a puddle ducky.
I've never seen that guy before.
You never have?
No, my favorite is on Windy Willie.
Yeah, Windy Willie is good.
Let's just put Windy Willie on there.
There's a puddle ducky for you. We can also do a snow ducky.
Put a frozen ducky.
Look, he's making snow angels. And finally, one more. Here's a snowball ducky. Let him roll in a snowball. So cute. All right. That was just for you, Richard. So looks good. Let's save it. Now the problem is I got to make that for the Fox one or for the River Valley. So yeah, I know. That's all right. I can do it a lot faster because I know what I'm doing.
We got a serious question from Blaze Thomas.
Yeah. What's going on, Blaze?
Is there a way to change the sensitivity on GR to detect winter precip better? Mine shows all green as well.
There is a way to adjust the color table. It's a PAL that you have to adjust. It's not easy to do. The problem is that you can adjust the colors of the liquid, but the depiction is not doing it, and it's not working. So that answers your question. You can't adjust the color table, but you can adjust it to say this is wintry precipitation, such as sleet or freezing rain or snow.
Mm.
All right. You can take off that. Here we go. All right. So that was a question there. I'm going to go icon left. This time we're going to do a different icon. Look what they did.
Oh,
all wrong.
Should call WSI.
We'll do this one here.
I like that one.
You do like that one?
Yeah.
I just wanted to do something different.
Yeah, I like that.
There we go.
No electricity in Benton County.
Yeah, in Bella Vista. Have you know that? Do you know that, Chad?
What?
There's no electricity in Bella Vista. There's like 1,700 customers without power. All right. Any other questions? Or are we losing people?
Does the sun evaporate seawater and convert it to drinking water?
That's a good question. Salt, when it evaporates, is a part of the cloud condensation nuclei. And so essentially it's what's called CCN. And there is some truth to that salt being removed. But I don't know how much it totally removes it. Because if the salt becomes a CCN, it's still going to be included in the raindrop. You have to have a particle that water can adhere to.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about that?
I mean, isn't distilled water evaporated water?
Yeah.
So there's no particles in it.
There's no particles in that.
No,
but that's manufactured. That's not nature.
Isn't it just like pure H2O when it gets evaporated?
When it gets evaporated, yeah. But I'm talking about condensation, like a raindrop.
Oh, like there's salt in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the question is, does the sun evaporate seawater and convert it into drinking water?
And convert it into drinking water. That's a good question.
So yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. But here's the deal: like from rain,
from the ocean.
Yeah.
Does the water in the ocean evaporate?
Oh yeah, Brian, that's a good question. Go to that bottom one. Are you doing No Shave November?
Of course.
All right.
I've been waiting
I know.
to grow
Same
a
here,
beard out.
man. Same here. We didn't get a chance to do it last year.
I could cheat a little bit on this because
Oh no, you got to shave by Halloween.
because I was gonna say
You got to shave Halloween.
because I'm gonna be off Monday and Tuesday close out October, so I could get a head start.
We got a Boyle's Law. There you go. He's got Boyle's Law right there.
Boyle's Law.
All right, here's the deal. That's a good thermodynamics.
Let's get up Boyle's Law.
Yeah, thermodynamics. All right.
Into that.
So listen, you better not cheat. I want a picture. October 31st, dated, because I'm going to shave right before I go on the air.
What time? There's going to be see who can have the
you
thickest beard.
You can shave in the morning. Okay, that's legit. You can shave in the morning on October 31st.
No, I want to make it like a fair bet. So I'll shave around. You're going to shave before the show in the morning?
I'll shave like before noon.
All right, I'll do that too.
All right, before noon.
Who can have the thickest beard?
The thickest beard. Let's go. I don't know, man. Kind of like a lumberjack.
Yeah.
You got a good beard too?
I mean, your hair's darker than mine.
Chad's got a good beard. Are you pumped about No Shave November? Yeah, same here. Yep. Archer says, wonderful night. Well, we got to say we're going to run too because the game's over and the football game, now that it's finished, is going to lead to the newscast. And I got to get ready for that newscast. So
all right.
Do a video. Well, they will probably do that as well. We're going to check into that Boyle's Law. It's a little thermodynamics that I might have to refresh myself with.
Let's take a dive into that
real quick. All right. So pressure of a gas increases as the volume decreases. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that's some P1 V1 equals P2 V2. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
PV equals nRT. Some ideal gas laws and stuff. Yeah. Well, how does that answer the question about the sun? That's a serious question. It's a question I always pondered too.
Well, I
More
mean,
evaporation.
Unless the ocean heats up from the sun.
Well, it has to.
Maybe in like a shallow bay area.
Yeah.
You can get some evaporation. But I mean, in the middle of the Atlantic, I mean,
you get tons. Because that's where the ITCZ is, the Intertropical Convergence Zone. All right. I got to run. We'll see you guys later. Hey, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. We had a good crowd tonight. We were covering some NSYNC songs. Well, in that case, bye.